Let's start looking at the different shipping methods that are available in Lightspeed's e-commerce platform. From the main menu, you can click on the settings, and in the second column, you're going to see shipping methods. Today I'll be explaining the different options that are available. There are two roads that you can walk down when it comes to shipping within Lightspeed's e-commerce. You can either A, use an integration with ShipStation or EasyPost, or B, you can use our internal shipping methods. With our internal shipping methods, they do not communicate externally with any carriers. That's what integrations are for, EasyPost and ShipStation. Today I'll be walking down the integration route with you, and then I'm going to show you how the internal methods work. Now, EasyPost and ShipStation have some key differences. EasyPost is completely free. ShipStation, however, is not. The smallest package that they have is $10 a month. Now, EasyPost does not allow for any type of flexibility. You have to have the weights and dimensions of every single product you sell online within e-commerce, or else it won't be able to do its job properly. ShipStation, however, has two extra perks. I'm going to just show you these two extra perks and then show you how to set these up. When you open up your ShipStation and you scroll down, the first perk is handling cost. You can add on an extra fee to the shipping that will automatically generate from your carrier, percentage or fixed. That's the number one. Number two is the default package setup. So what this means is if a product, we forgot to put in those weights and dimensions, it will fall on this default package setup. Those are the two extras that Lightspeed's ShipStation integration can offer. Let's take a step back. Now, if you're using ShipStation or EasyPost, there are some differences when going to set up your carrier within their platforms. And since EasyPost is free, I'm going to go ahead and use that as my example. Let's connect to EasyPost. Now, when you jump into this section, you can see at the very top, enable this integration, the mode, is it live or is it test, and two fields to input API keys. It's thanks to these API keys that the connection is established between Lightspeed and EasyPost. Once that connection has been established, you then need to connect your EasyPost account or ShipStation to your preferred carrier. Now, I've already created an EasyPost account so that I can show you this in this video. Once you've created your account and you're logged in, you can head over to your dashboard, and once you click on that, you're going to see this screen. Now, it's blurred out here just so you don't see an internal email. Let's click, and then you can see API keys. This is where you come and copy and paste your API keys. So you would copy the production key into the live API. And if you go back, you would then copy your test API key right here. That's half the connection. Once half the connection has been established, you would then go into your EasyPost account and set up your carrier. Same place. Find your carrier, get them added, and then go ahead and set up that connection. Once you've entered your API keys, you can enable the integration. Make sure you go to tests so that when you're doing some tests, you don't actually generate shipments that you'll have to pay for or get canceled. Don't forget to flip the switch when you're ready to launch your store. Activate your taxes. Put in the phone number. If you're going to be doing international shipping, you might want to select a no delivery option, signature confirmation, and of course, the origin address. Once you've entered all of this, you'll be able to save your changes, and again, that's half the connection. You then have to go to EasyPost and set it up with your carrier. Once the connection is at a full circle, that means that customers will add products to the cart, it will total up the weights and dimensions of all the products added to the cart, and then it will give the customer an accurate number. How much does it cost to ship these weights and dimensions from A to B? And they select their shipping method. That's it for the integrations today. Let's go ahead and look at our internal shipping methods. Pickup in store, you might already see it in your e-commerce, and if you do, that means that it's ready to go. So if you want to offer pickup in store, you can go ahead and leave that right there and it'll do its job for you. I'm going to create a new shipping method. And remember that these are internal. They don't communicate externally, but you can kind of make it do whatever you want to do. Let me show you how. Today I'm going to use California shipping as my example and save it. In this field right here, you can put in a description that the customers will see. Down below, we've got the type, which is default delivery, and free delivery over a certain amount of money spent, which means that the number I enter here, as soon as the basket touches that amount of money, it'll waive the fees that I'll create below. Calculate taxes automatically. Only visible in back office is a visibility criteria that you can go ahead and turn on and off if ever you need to flip between your shipping methods. Don't delete the work you've done. Hide them. In Lightspeed's e-commerce platform, there's visibility criteria for almost everything. Now, cash on delivery is a method that is available as a shipping method. You would want to change the type to cash on delivery if that's the type of delivery you're offering. But this is money that is pocketed by the driver when it arrives at the door. So this is something that you see with appliance delivery, maybe some cake and pastry delivery, those types of situations. This is not money that would be charged on the invoice upon checking out. This is at the door. Now down here, we have delivery costs and countries. This is how we make the shipping methods work the way we want them to. We're going to start in North America, we're going to scroll down this list, and then we're going to go to United States. As you can see, I can check off as many as I'd like or as little as I'd like. I could do just California, I could do maybe the East Coast, maybe the West Coast, maybe a few miscellaneous in the middle. But in this example, since I'm going for California, I'm only going to check off California and hit Save Changes. Let's go back down. Now that I've told my system who's allowed to use this shipping method, what's the second thing that's going to happen when my customer is checking out of the store? So number one is ping, where's my customer? They're in California. Excellent. Let's then show them these weight brackets. So delivery costs is where you can make the system bend and do whatever you'd like in terms of charging money for shipping. Let's add a weight tier. Now before I input these numbers, if someone were to tell me I'm never going to be able to add any weights or any dimensions to any of my products, then I have to go ahead and say, you can only charge a flat rate. The way that the system works is it'll total up the weight of the basket. Our system internally does not look at dimensions, just the weights. So if I add 100 products to the cart, but none of them have any weights attached, that means that the total weight of my cart is always going to be 0. So in that case, I'm going to do from 0 grams to 999 infinity grams, costs of $15. That is how you set up a flat rate. Now remember that I chose this for California, which means that I could technically create one flat rate that is a different amount of money for each state. I could do one flat rate for East Coast, one flat rate for West Coast. A lot of options are possible. Now what if you can't charge a flat rate? What if you need something a little bit more dynamic? Let's delete this. If you do want to charge different amounts of money for shipping, then you will have to enter in some weights to your products. Now today I'm going to give an example. I want everyone to go ahead and pretend that every single product I sell on my website, the weight equals the sell price. So if the sell price of my product is $19.99, that means that the weight of my product will be 19.9. You need to also keep in mind that this is before taxes, so the subtotal of the basket, not the grand total. Let's add a new weight tier. Now, since you can put in any numbers you want here and you can put in any weight value that you want for your products, that's where you can kind of make the system bend and charge whatever you'd like to charge based on state and weight. So from 0 to $100 spent before taxes, I'm going to charge a flat rate of 15. But then if you spend over $100, let's add another weight tier. That's how we charge a different amount of money. So spend between $100 and $200, and I'm going to charge you a little bit less because you're spending a little bit more, and I like that. And finally, I'm going to add a last weight tier. So from 200 to infinity, I'm going to charge nothing. You're allowed to enter any numbers you want. It's important that your first bracket begins at 0 and the final one ends at 99999 so that no one slips between the cracks. If we're looking at this specific configuration, now anyone in California who starts adding products to the cart, it's going to determine their shipping costs based on how much money they're spending if I entered in the same weight as the sell price in my products in eCom, which can be done through an import. If you'd like to see how to get that workflow going, we do have a post in our community forum that would be excellent for you to read if you'd like to set up this type of shipping method. But remember, you can put in any numbers you want for the weights and any numbers you want for your weight brackets, and then select the states or even whole countries, even the whole world if you'd like. That's it for the shipping methods today. Thank you for your time.